was honored to receive the Humanitarian Award last year, and so it's great to be here to support this year's honorees. Big fan of the Valley Economic Alliance, does such great work for our community and in promoting economic vitality. Goodwill Southern California is all about transforming lives through the power of work, putting people to work that have barriers to employment, veterans, people with disabilities, at-risk youth, the homeless. It's all about getting them on a path of transforming their life through the power of work. And Valley Economic Alliance is a great partner to Goodwill. I was born and raised here in Glendale. Born and raised in Glendale, went all through school here, raised my family here. We still reside here in Glendale. So we love the area and love the Valley. Glendale's a very diverse community. It's a growing community. The Americana brand is just a great destination for our family to spend an afternoon and an evening. It's fantastic. And I grew up here when there was no buildings taller than 2 stories. And to see the corporate partners, the corporate organizations that have come in and made this their headquarters is remarkable. So Glendale's been a great place to live. It's known as the bedroom community of Los Angeles. Great tree-lined streets and a great place to raise a family. Great school system. So Glendale's a great place to live. GoodwillSoCal.org. You can find out all about how you can help us transform lives through the power of work, help veterans, people coming out of prison, at-risk youth, people with disabilities, the homeless. All of our stores, all of our donations go to support workforce services of training, coaching, placing people with barriers to employment.
As mayor of Burbank, of course you're supporting events like this. So how important was it for you to come out tonight and show your support?
Well, I love the Valley Economic Alliance, and the gala is a fantastic once-a-year event that recognizes leadership in the San Fernando Valley. And so while Burbank is just a corner of the valley, about 17 square miles, we have a very robust relationship with the city of Los Angeles, San Fernando, Glendale, Pasadena, and of course, all this is knit together through the Valley Economic Alliance.
I think after tonight, I may consider a move to the Valley. I'm hearing such amazing things about the Valley.
Prepare yourself for the heat.
Well, you know what? With all the positives, what's a little heat, right?
You know, you get used to it. I mean, once you're here, the Valley is a lovely place to be. It was, developed a little bit later than the metropolitan areas of Los Angeles, but it has a rich and long history. Our city, for example, was founded in 1911. Really? So
1911, Burbank was founded?
108 years old. It's amazing. Yeah, serious. Oh, and our first city seal was a cantaloupe. Now, a lot of people don't know that, but Burbank was a large agricultural area when the city first began to grow, and it was developed from the southern, the ranchos that were in effect.
I'm learning so much information tonight, but before you leave and go inside and have a great time, social media so we can find you and follow your journey.
Well, you can always find us on burbankca.gov, and we have all the latest things that are going on, and we have Facebook, and we have Burbank Future City. I got to look it up.
You've got to have Instagram. I'm pretty sure you guys do.
We just started Instagram, so probably burbankca.gov or burbankca will be where you find that Instagram.
Well, thank you so much for being here. You look fabulous, and I know you will have an amazing time tonight. Nice to meet you. We are with the fabulous Eddie Garza, and he is a vegan chef. And we're excited to talk to you because this is such a great push now for vegan. It has always been there, but what do you think the impetus has been for people to get so much more into the vegan environment?
So many more people these days care about social justice issues, which isn't just about the environmental health, but also animal welfare. There have been big, major laws passed in California that people really care. It shows that people really care about animals, and this is part of it. This showing that people can eat the amazing food, the amazing flavors, but in a way that doesn't harm animals, doesn't harm the planet, and can actually be better for your health is the reason that this is why this is such a big food trend today, the top food trend.
Well, that was my next question. What do you think the biggest misconception folks have about being vegan or trying vegan?
For a lot of people, they think tofu with no flavor. Obviously, not even vegans these days eat like that. These days, we have foods that taste exactly like the animal alternative. And even companies like Burger King, who are offering a plant-based Whopper at the same price and the same flavor as the original Whopper. That's a really big reason why people are going plant-based.
If there's one vegan dish that someone wants to try for the first time who isn't vegan, what would you recommend?
I would recommend they try what we're about to serve at this party, which are my empanadas filled with a cashew crema, and they're rajas. You know what rajas are? Spicy peppers, onions, corn, delicious flavors with ranchera sauce and chipotle. Smoky, amazing. And also it's topped with a cilantro crema. Everything that you can think of, you could have it in a vegan way.
Eddie, you just made me super hungry. But before you leave and go inside, can you tell us your social media so fans can find you, follow you, and stay in touch?
Absolutely. You can find me on Instagram. I'm the Eddie Garza, and I'm going to be sharing all sorts of tips on how you can go vegan, how you can go plant-based, how you can be a good champion for the animals, the planet, and for yourself.
Mel, you are being honored tonight. You're receiving a humanitarian award. You've got to share with us. How does it feel?
It feels surreal. I feel like I'm living a dream, and I'm going to ask you, Miss Joy, please don't wake me up. It's a dream, right? It's a dream.
You know, I think it's so important that we share and give. And I know people like yourselves, when you're doing good work, you never think about being rewarded. It's just something you do from your heart, correct?
About the job that needs to get done, and I'm just committed to getting it done, trying to get all the support I can around me to help fulfill the purpose that I've been putting on this earth to do. And so I'm amazed at how some of these things are getting done, and there's more to get done yet. I went back to school when I was 66 years old to get my master's degree, and my thesis is on creating housing that's affordable for middle-income workers and millennials in Los Angeles. And so I am so excited that I am charged to take on that task right now.
I think the way you stand, the way you talk and represent yourself, I think you're going to do a hell of a job.
Thank you so much. I'm excited.
Well, how can we find you and follow your journey? Do you have social media, Instagram, and everything we need to know?
I have social media. I have Instagram, Facebook. I have it all, Twitter. Send it out to me, Mel Wilson, melwilson.com, all on there. Google Mel Wilson, you'll find me.
Well, we very much appreciate being honored by the Alliance here today. I've had a company in Glendale for 30 years, 3 different companies. And what we're doing now is educating kids around the world, and to be recognized for that, and our close to 600 professionals that work tirelessly to bring education solutions to the world every day is a great honor.
We're almost at the end of 2019. What is the additional platform for the organization for 2020? If there's one thing you can share with us that you're going to push forward, what would that be?
Well, we're expanding our curriculum to higher grades here in the U.S., and we're expanding our English learning programs around the world. So we have a very strong alliance with Tencent in China, which is the largest internet company and social media company in China, 1 billion users a month on their platform. And we're about to announce a relationship with a very significant partner in Japan in the next month. So, we're exporting our education solutions across the world and really producing learning outcomes.
So how can someone find you, follow you, get involved, and get more information?
Well, abcmouse.com is our early learning program for 2 to 8-year-olds. Then we have Adventure Academy, which is for elementary school kids. And then we have a product called Reading IQ, which is a digital library and literacy platform with over 10,000 books. And so all 3 of those products are available on subscription, but also free in schools and public libraries. Our mission is to educate kids around the world.
What's the main website they can go to?
Sure. They can go to ageoflearning.com. That's our corporate company, and we have several brands that appeal to different age groups of kids.
Well, it's so wonderful to meet you. And as I say, knowledge is power. So thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm Judy Miller, Bob Miller's wife, and we've been married for 56 years.
Bob Miller, and former TV play-by-play announcer for the LA Kings for 44 years, and we are delighted to be here tonight.
Well, I've got to ask the marriage question. What is the staying power of a marriage that long and that many years? I need one answer from you and one from hubby. What's the secret?
He's been gone for half of it. No,
I was going to say that too, and of course she got the first word in. That's the way it's gone all during our marriage. But I think being away as I was for so many years with the Kings because I did home and road games. So we've been married 56 years, as she said. I've only been there for half of it, so she's just getting accustomed to me now.
So obviously you are residents of the Valley.
Yes, we in 1973 moved to Woodland Hills, lived in the Valley up until about 4 months ago, and we moved out to Simi Valley because we found a one-story house. We had a two-story. We needed a one-story at our age, so we didn't have to go up and down stairs.
If you can share one thing or maybe two things about the Valley that would entice possible people who are interested in moving here, what would you say about it?
Well, when we moved here, it was a lot different. 1973, I bought our house for $49,000, and she thought, "You what? You spent how much?" And
well, we're coming from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
That's why.
so, it's changed so much, but still, I liked the Valley because I felt when I'm away from home, it's at that time, a safe place to be for our children. They went to grade school, high school in Woodland Hills, and we've loved every minute of it in the Valley.
Well, we created the Valley Economic Alliance as a response to the Northridge earthquake, to bring the disparate interests of the community together, business, government, and education, to help rebuild our San Fernando Valley infrastructure, our economy, our universities, our community colleges. All were damaged severely in the 1994 Northridge earthquake. It brought hundreds of volunteers together. We raised millions of dollars, rebuilt the infrastructure of the Valley, designed the Orange Line with the permission of the Metropolitan Transit Authority, helped make dramatic improvements to our community colleges, our state universities, helped business districts recover and thrive, brought new investment, helped our businesses articulate to our educators what the students of the future need to know for the future of work. It's been a remarkable achievement. So we created the Valley of the Stars to instill pride in the Valley community about the extraordinary people who've lived here and worked here and created wonderful things here. Our first honorees were Bob Hope, a fellow named Bert Bachman, who's been the world's leading Ford dealer for 29 straight years in a row, all done here in the Valley, and the legendary UCLA basketball coach John Wooden, who lived for so many years in Encino. They set the standard for the kind of people we honor today. So tonight we honor great companies like Morphe, who are leaders in their field. Organizations like Age of Learning, who are helping students all over the world learn. Celebrities like Cybill Shepherd and Bruce Boxleitner, who've done shows here in the Valley that have not only entertained the whole world, but have created jobs for people here in the Valley. So we celebrate excellence from all our different communities, arts, business, education. The Valley Economic Alliance is a very open, inclusive table. There are a number of different initiatives that work on the quality of life, that work on education, that work on business assistance, and it's all done through volunteers. There is a small professional staff, but the power of the organization has always been the volunteers here in the community and the investors from the community, companies who know that it's in their best interest to help their neighbors thrive. So people can look for the Valley Economic Alliance online, reach out to us. We're on Van Nuys Boulevard. Ken Phillips is our current CEO, does a wonderful job, and he and all of us would welcome anybody's help in the mission to help create more opportunity for all of our residents.